What am I going to do with this? You may be wondering. Find out. Cooking with an acorn squash. Well, hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen. It's time for another installment of If I Can Cook It, So Can You. James McDonald here. Tonight we're going to dive into yet another fall culinary adventure. We are going to combine the succulence of thick bone-in pork chops with roasted acorn squash. Yes, indeed, roasted acorn squash. This one you are not going to want to push away from your table. You're not going to want to make your kids eat it because you think it's good for them, but they're not going to like it because they're going to not only like it, but it's still good for them because an acorn squash is full of vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B6, magnesium, potassium, beta carotene. This guy is chock full of good for you stuff. And if you cook it right, you're gonna like it too. We're gonna take our pork chops, we're gonna take our acorn squash, we're gonna whip up a pumpkin seed vinaigrette, and it's all going to meld together so well, so tasty. You should be here, you'd enjoy it. But with that, let's go ahead and get cooking. One of the first things I like to do is gather all of my ingredients, and so I've got them all here. The specific quantities are going to be in the video itself, and then I'm also going to put them down in the description. But basically, we've got ourselves some olive oil, we've got salt, pepper, acorn squash, lemon juice, which I fresh squeeze on a frequent basis, butter, check that out, got ourselves some pumpkin seeds, and we have pork chop, cilantro, garlic. Did I already mention those? I probably did. That's all you need. Pretty darn simple. All right, with that, let's go ahead and start working on our acorn squash. All right, let's go ahead and talk about how you cut up an acorn squash. Pretty simple actually, but it looks a little daunting at first. But what we're gonna do is slice a little piece off the side here, and that will give us a stable base. Just a little bit, just about like that. And what we're gonna do then is put it like this. We're gonna cut it right down the middle. That is probably the hardest part of working with any squash. It's just getting it open. Once you get it open, it's pretty straightforward. We're gonna scoop it out. You could actually roast up these seeds if you wanted to save them. Have a lot more nutritional value in there, but I'm not going to save these. The aroma, once you get inside, is simply buttery and nutty. It smells amazing. It's just a wonderful aroma inside. By the way, I always wash my squash as well. I did that before doing this. I figured you don't need to have that on video. You know how to wash a squash, right? All right. Then once we were done with that, we're going to take the top off. We're going to take the bottom off. A couple little slices there. Those in my throwaway. And then all I'm going to do is just start making 1-inch cuts. And you could actually use the guides if you want within the squash itself to make the cut, because that comes out to be just about 1 inch. And I like to go right down to the center like that and kind of julienne them, if you will. And there we go. There's one portion done. I'm going to go ahead and knock out the rest. Okay, our pumpkin seeds have been in for 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and just shake them up a little bit. Oops, I got some on the door. Oh well. I put enough in to have some extra. And put those in for another 2 minutes. 4 minutes at 425 on the pumpkin seeds. With a little shake up in the middle. And those are squash. We'll be getting to that in just a second. Okay, our pumpkin seeds are done. I've melted a bunch of butter, and now what I'm going to do with the butter is I'm going to baste all sides of our squash. And then also put on some salt and pepper. You don't have to peel an acorn squash. As long as you wash it really well, which I always wash all my vegetables, but the peel is actually edible and chock full of vitamins. Very tasty, so don't worry about peeling it. Fresh ground pepper and our salt. And turn these over and start over. And off to the oven. Okay, it's time to make up our vinaigrette. So we're going to go ahead and chop up our pumpkin seeds. All right, got our pumpkin seeds done. Now it's time to go ahead and chop up some cilantro. Okay, get all that mushy stuff in there. Mushy is an official term in this house. Officially, it is a term of endearment for my daughter, Melissa, but hey, there you have it. All right, and now we're going to put in 6 tablespoons of organic olive oil. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, a little bit more. Like my lime. And whisk this together. Wow, it smells good. Needs a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. But we are really on target here, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, that is a little nice saucy stuff there. It's gonna be good. These have been in the oven for exactly 20 minutes. Take them and turn them over, put them in for another 20. Smell great. It's like richness of yummy popcorn and nuts. Ah, that's nice. Medium temp on the stove top. Get our pan in there, add some oil. Got a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil in there. I find avocado oil is a far better oil to cook with. All right, we are definitely nice and warm there. Check the look of the oil. You want your oil to kind of be shimmering in the pan, and that is definitely doing some good shimmering. All right, so we're going to put these pork chops on probably for about 7 minutes total on one side, and then flip them over. Salt. Some pepper. And I'm going to add just a little bit of granulated garlic as well. Okay, now let's let them sit. All right, we've been on for 7 minutes. Go ahead and turn these guys over. Oh yeah. Looking pretty good. And I'm gonna do a little more salt and pepper. Leave these guys here for about 3 more minutes. We'll check our temperature. Time for plating. A few extra pumpkin seeds. A dash of the vinaigrette on and on the side, and a little bit of cilantro as well, just to give it some color. And there we have it. Well, I think it looks pretty darn good. I'm pretty pleased. Smells good, looks good, very, very rich, very savory. I'll bet this is gonna taste amazing. All right, well, before everybody gets here, I'm just gonna check it out. See what I think. Oh yeah. I think they're going to be okay with this one. Let's check the squash. Wow. If I can cook it, so can you. Subscribe to my videos. I think you will continue to like them.